Choosing new sunglasses is hard. Not only do you have to find a pair that suits your face, but they also have to give you the right sun protection. So in today's video, I've put together 11 of the best sunglasses in the world to give you some serious inspiration for your next pair and to introduce you to brands that you probably haven't seen before. So hi, I'm Robert, style and vision consultant here at the Spectacle Factory, and it's my job to pair you with your perfect pair of glasses or sunglasses. And today, we're focusing on sunglasses. I have 11 pairs from 11 different brands, which even if those specific ones are not ideal for you, and they probably are, they'll give you a window into the styles, aesthetics, lenses, and brands to look for when you're doing your own research. Without further ado, let's go through these. They're not in any particular order, and most of the sunglasses that I'm going to show are suitable for both men and ladies. Some are definitely one or the other, but most are pretty much unisex. I'm going to start off quite practical and quite sporty with the Porsche design 86006. This is a very angular and kind of aggressive sunglass, which I would say is more masculine. It gives really good visibility, and this is something to look out for in sunglasses. You want good coverage of the whole area around the eyes, and you want good peripheral vision, especially if you're going to use them for driving. And these being designed by Porsche Design, obviously they have driving in mind, not just with the frame design, but also with the lenses. These have their Vision Drive polarized lenses. Now, polarized lenses have pros and cons. I would not say that polarized lenses are always better, but if you want a pair of sunglasses designed for really harsh driving conditions, these are pretty much ideal. You have a G15 tint, which is a kind of greenish color, originally designed for military aircraft pilots to give them great contrast and also great color perception at the same time. So that makes them optimal for driving as well. Porsche Design is not actually part of Porsche itself. Obviously, Porsche make cars, and generally speaking, when you're buying glasses or sunglasses, you want to avoid brands that do other things, because the best glasses and sunglasses in the world are made by companies who just do that. A little bit like Rolex only make watches. The same is true in the eyewear space. Well, Porsche Design is an interesting one because they're actually a separate company to Porsche who make the cars. They redesign everyday products with technical innovation and style in mind, right through from the lenses to the frame construction. We see a titanium temple, which is really sleek, and it has this kind of very much like industrial aesthetic to it with the exposed screws, which actually have locking nuts like you would find on the wheels of a Porsche. That means they can be tightened up much better and they're much less likely to come loose. On the other hand, you have to service them with special tools, so that's the downside, I guess. And the front is made from their RXP material, extremely lightweight. So these frames are functional and practical, not the most stylish in the world, but a great pair nonetheless. And like all the best sunglasses, also made in Japan. At number 10, probably the most complete portfolio of high quality sunglasses is Maui Jim. They have achieved legendary status in the sunglass space, and surprisingly, some people still haven't heard of them. That's because for most of their history, they were fully family owned. They were recently acquired by Kering, who own fashion brands like Bottega Veneta, Saint Laurent, Gucci. That has meant that actually Maui Jim have been brought forward in terms of style, and I do think the newer designs coming from Maui Jim are now more fashionable than ever before, and this is a great case in point. Again, it's a combination frame with a plastic front and titanium temples. Feels really nice to wear, particularly because of the little rubber grips that they provided at the end. Round sunglasses are a classic option, especially when you combine that with crystal. I think the semi-transparent nature of these frames really makes them kind of timeless. Now, what made Maui Jim at one point into the third biggest sunglass brand in the world, and I think they probably still are the lenses. Their polarized +2 technology is amongst the best in the world. At least when it first came out, it was. Now other brands have kind of caught up, but Maui Jim are still one of the best for sure. They feature color enhancing rare earth elements, which actually make things really beautiful and vivid when you look through them, even with this flat grey colour. I would recommend going for their Maui HT, which is more of like a brighter green. Their Maui Rose is incredible as well, or some of their mirrored options. Grey lenses do kind of dull things down, but Maui Jim less so than others because of the enhancement that the lenses provide. They also tend to use some of the best lens materials. In this case, it's not glass. Glass is probably the best optical lens you can get in your sunglasses, but this is a very high quality plastic nonetheless. Not polycarbonate, which is a material you want to avoid if you're shopping for sunglasses. That gives really poor clarity on the opposite end of the spectrum to something like this. These are wonderful sunglasses. They give a beautiful view, top of the range protection, now in a stylish package as well. At number 9 is time for an aviator, and one of my all-time favorite sunglasses in my own personal collection as well is the Le Curie Leo, a super small scale brand founded in Paris. Lionel, who founded the brand named this model after himself, and for good reason. This is his most iconic design by far. I love the negative space between the frame and the lens. I think that's a super unique and novel way to produce an aviator frame. Again, this gives such panoramic vision, even more so than the Porsche design frame we looked at. This is all real gold plating on top of titanium with the gold mirror coating as well. I toned my pair down with a contrasting green lens, but this frame, it screams kind of Miami vibes. It's a very opulent looking sunglass. It's extremely comfortable to wear, ultra lightweight, and I especially like the feel of the titanium nose pads. That's a premium feature that is also something to look for in a high-end pair of sunglasses. We see tortoiseshell acetate end tips, which are adjustable. I do like full titanium, but I can give them a pass for that because it is more adjustable. And they also feature Zeiss lenses, which are the best in the world. The negative space that we see on the front is carried through to the temple. So we have this kind of hollowed out titanium that also reduces weight further. Floating bridge as well. They're just a masterpiece of design. One of, for me, the all-time sunglasses, and also one of the rarest because Le Curie is a very small-scale independent brand. I love supporting brands like that as well. We're up to number 8, and I want to take a moment to represent Gast in this video. Founded by Matteo Gastaldo in Milan, his sunglasses are very Milanese. Sharp, classic, with a modern edge. And the not common is, I would say, his most common design. It's the most popular that we sell, at least. The not common has all the right proportions. If you want a rectangular, very stylish, I would say this is probably the most fashionable frame that we've featured on this list so far. High quality, but above all, ultra affordable pair of sunglasses. Gast honestly have everybody else beat. These frames retail for less than $200. They come with great quality CR39 lenses, which is a high-end optical plastic, almost equivalent to glass in optics, with an anti-reflective coating on the back surface, which you never see at this price point. And that's really important because what that does is it reduces ghosting. When you get a bright light source coming through your sunglasses, obviously the lens doesn't block all light. So some of that bright light will actually reflect off your eye, back onto the lens and back into your eye, creating ghosting. And that's the glare that you actually experience through cheaper sunglasses. These are affordable, but have the anti-reflective layer, which stops that from happening. Even if you didn't have that, they would still be worth the money with the quality of the frames. These are handmade acetate frames, albeit made in China. There's nothing wrong with a product made in China when you get great value from it. These are truly high-end sunglasses in an inexpensive package. This frame comes in a bunch of colors. I picked the gray, which is kind of a semi-transparent gray. I think it's probably the most wearable, most versatile color, but honestly, you can't go wrong with their catalog, and it's, for me, one of my most recommended eyewear brands. So far, we've featured 3 pairs, the Maui Jims, the Porsche design, and the Le Curie, which are all made in Japan. But I think it's time for a truly Japanese brand. Introducing Masunaga, the best quality eyewear in the world, at least from a frame perspective. I think their lenses are great. I wouldn't say they're the best of the best. That would be reserved for Zeiss Adaptive Sun, which you need to order custom, and you can add to any of these sunglasses or indeed any other sunglasses in the world. But that's for a separate video. These represent the highest quality craftsmanship of any frames in the world. Masunaga is the oldest and still family-owned factory in Japan, who actually started a revolution in eyewear, where they took Japanese manufacturing from being kind of considered mass-produced, cheap, all the way to, well, the ultimate. Now, as you saw, most top-end sunglasses are made in Japan, and that's for good reason, because only in Japan can you find the world's best craftsmen. People who treat this as an obsession, polishing each frame endlessly until you get a perfect finish. Incredible details and artistry, which again is done by hand. These engravings are created by master eyewear craftsmen. Those engravings are even on the inside of the frame, on this bridge section, which is not just stuck on, but actually screwed into the frame, continued with titanium nose pads. Every detail from every angle on these frames is stunning, and it's something to admire as a work of art. This is from their Kenzo line, which is actually formed from a collaboration with Kenzo Takeda, the famous creator of the Kenzo fashion label. So these have a fashionable edge to them as well. So these are best of the best frames with good quality made in Japan lenses. This is the ultimate pinnacle of Japanese craftsmanship, and it tells when you wear them and in how they look. But you know, in terms of eyewear manufacturing regions, after Japan, there's also France. And in some ways, France is even better. Not when it comes to pure quality and craftsmanship, but when it comes to design, when it comes to avant-garde creations, the French are just that bit more creative. Case in point, the Ahlem New York, which for me was my top, most stylish pair of glasses in the world, and it makes a great pair of sunglasses as well. I really love the feel of full metal frames. Although this is not titanium, it's made from a metal alloy, so it's not super lightweight. But you might actually prefer that. If you like your sunglasses to feel solid, heavy and reassuring, maybe you'll prefer the feel of these. We see beautiful details from the hammered pattern along the bridge to the signature looped end tips, which are a favorite design element of mine. These are in the champagne gold, so they've got a beautiful luster to them as well. But with this pair, it's all about the shape. Creating a one-of-a-kind shape is not easy, but Ahlem did it. She is an independent eyewear designer, and I think she's the most fashionable, most stylish eyewear designer on the planet. Credit to her, as the brand is now over 10 years old, so she's pretty well established, but still fairly niche. Most people haven't heard of Ahlem, and I think she deserves a lot more praise, a lot more credit than she gets, because her designs are just ultra stylish and unique, and ultimately, in my opinion, iconic. Now, speaking of France, a list of the world's best sunglasses would never be complete without Cartier. Now, you might perceive Cartier as a fashion brand, but they're actually a high-end jewelry brand, and eyewear has been part of their makeup for decades. I always say about Cartier, although they're a famous name, they still behave like an independent brand. Case in point, their wood pieces, and especially this green wood, which is a very particular shade of green, and I love how they match that with the shade of green on the lens tint. It all comes together perfectly. They are one of the most timeless designs. They've been making these kind of styles for decades, but this new geometric shape is a little bit more up to date. You can always customize them to your heart's content as well, because Cartier are kind of made to be customized. This one, off the shelf with the faceted lens, it works really cohesively as a complete package. The lenses are lovely to look through, super relaxing, and can be worn indoors as well as outdoors. The frames are as stunning as it gets. The gold hardware contrasts so nicely against the green, and they feel like nothing else because wood frames just have this effortless glide as they slide on and off the face. Naturally grippy because wood obviously has a natural texture to it. So probably the best true luxury sunglasses in the world. Cartier are still at the top of the tree for good reason. But they do have a contender. Chopard is another high-end jewelry brand in the same space as Cartier, a little bit less well known. They make, well, this piece speaks for itself, the most flashy, most statement ladies sunglasses. Every year they release one limited edition piece, and this is the 2026 version of that. What more needs to be said? We have an almost countless amount of gemstones, which are fixed with jeweler's cement. So these are not going to drop out over time like you see on cheaper sunglasses. If you're a lady who wants a pair that sparkles in the sun, truly sparkles, not just sparkles, but illuminates the world, like these are going to do that. The shape is actually really beautiful though. And from the front, they're relatively understated. It's only from the side that you really see the sparkle. So that makes them a bit easier to wear as a daily sunglass, but really, these are a dressy sunglass for special events, for parties, when you want to look your best, when you're wearing your favorite outfit and you want a piece that is going to really set it off and really be the finishing touch. This does that. They come in an amazing presentation box with a clutch bag included, so the whole package is pretty special as well. Chopard is a brand that does deserve more credit for their eyewear designs. If you like this look, nobody does it better than Chopard. Now it's interesting how the next pair of sunglasses are basically the same shape as that, but couldn't be more different aesthetically. This pair from Matsuda actually features a really interesting design because it's a titanium inner rim in between the acetate front and temple and the lenses. They combine fashion and Japanese craftsmanship together. Michihiro Matsuda was a contemporary of Kenzo, who we've already mentioned, and Yoshi Yamamoto, the famous creator of Y3. Maybe isn't quite so well known as those two, probably because he, in the main part of his career, focused exclusively on eyewear, but he created some of the most exceptional eyewear designs of all time. And this is one of the newer models from Matsuda's collection, which, like I said, is a really interesting combination of titanium and acetate in the Tokyo Tortoise, which is an especially beautiful tortoiseshell. You see a lot of tortoiseshell frames out there, and a lot of them look very generic. This one, not at all. Not just because of the shape, but because of the coloration. These have almost the same exceptional level of craftsmanship as Masunaga, but I think Masunaga slightly edge it. However, Matsuda, you could say, are more stylish overall, especially when you look at the collection in its entirety. And this is a really special piece if you want sunglasses which stand out and are extremely unique. One of the best you can choose. Speaking of unique, in terms of how a pair of glasses can be made, for me, the most unique is Reykjavik Eyes, because Gunnar Gunnarsson, who founded this incredible eyewear brand from Iceland, redesigned how glasses and sunglasses can be manufactured. These frames, believe it or not, start life as one single piece of titanium. They're then laser cut from that sheet and twisted into the shape that you see here. So this means no screws, no solder joints, no welds, no loose parts, nothing that can come loose or break. They're basically indestructible. You can sit on these, you can stand on them, and they won't break, and they look this good. And they feel this good. These are by far the most comfortable on the list, and they are the sunglasses that you can just forget you're wearing because they're almost weightless. And the lenses that come with this are okay. They do have a silver mirror, but they are quite a dull gray again, and they don't have the enhancement of, for example, Maui Jim that we looked at. So this is one that I would definitely switch out the lenses on but the frames can't be beat, especially because this is a gold edition frame, so it's also gold plated as well. So you've got 10 out of 10 comfort, 10 out of 10 durability, and I would say probably 8 out of 10 style. The round shape is classic and easy to wear if you have the right features for it. I think there are so many reasons to choose these sunglasses, and they obviously deserve their place on the list. And last, but absolutely not least, because they're maybe the best of all, the Esmont Kadena. Esmont is a British-based sunglass brand where, again, the sunglasses are handmade in Japan. That's a theme for a reason. All the best eyewear nowadays is made in Japan, more or less. Esmont have a very interesting story because Yannis, who founded the company, is a second-generation pilot, still loves flying, and his sunglasses are inspired by aviation pioneers and old aircraft from history. When he took me to the aviation museum, it was really obvious to see the details in these frames that are reflected or reflective of old aircraft. The Kadena features this beautiful feather detail on the temple, and it's in the bronze finish. In some lights it appears silver, in some lights it appears gold. We also see an acetate inlay and the best Zeiss lenses. Zeiss lenses are something I always look for in sunglasses. These come stock with Zeiss lenses. The Kadena is a geometric shape, which we've seen a couple of times already, and that makes it more stylized. And I think this is a very sharp looking pair of sunglasses. But again, being titanium, really comfortable. The lenses have a gradient brown color. Brown is, for me, the best all-round lens color for most conditions. It's great for driving, it's great for outdoors, it's great for urban. The Kadena is a perfect way to summarize the video because they are really interestingly designed, extremely well made, with top of the range lenses. You can't really ask for more from a pair of sunglasses than you get here. What do you think? Are there any sunglass brands that you would have added to the list? And what about specific models and designs? I'd love to get your thoughts in the comments below.